Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to Hydroneer with Lone Debater 7, and today we're going to be taking a look at how you set up automation level 3. So as you can see, we have expanded this bad mama a little bit since last time, and this right here basically automates the process of gathering dirt and turning that dirt into resources. So in the last episode, we built the sorting system. We basically took that same sorting system. We didn't actually change anything except for we did shorten it by 1. So I swapped the centralizer conveyor that was here with just a regular conveyor. That way this harvester has more room to kind of fill this up. I think that's better. I might try the centralizer at some point because I do still have one over there, but that's fine. That is this part, and then basically everything else that's new is all of this stuff right here. We did show, or actually we didn't show off the compactor, or maybe we did, I don't remember, but we set up the compactor over here, so we've kind of reorganized some stuff. But that, I generated an extra like 3,000 coins or so just using the sorting system. It took about 25-30 minutes-ish to do that with our shovel into the bucket and brush and then throwing the bucket through the sorting system, that kind of thing. So not a big deal. I'm just going to move our coins over here. We only have a couple hundred left. I found a couple seeds while clearing out the area under here. But let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, let's go ahead and turn on the water so stuff can get going. So okay, the conveyors are running, but this stuff isn't. So I need to turn on this one right here, I believe, to start the next segment. So there we go. Those are all running. Except for the ram drills. So this is a 4 ram drill setup. I recommend kind of doing this if you're going to automate for the first time. So you flip these little switches on them to turn them on. Once they're all pointing up like that, you don't have to mess with it again. So even if I turn off water, I won't have to mess with it again. But those will harvest up, and eventually they'll poop little dirt blobs out here. They'll go through this piece of conveyor, which is a crusher, which will break it into small pieces. It'll go through this funnel into the harvester. And that's basically how this works. So not too bad. I'm just going to stand up here and kind of talk about this while it's going. So basically, to get this kind of setup, I would say you need a total of 12,000 coins if you're going to build a sorting system included. Otherwise, if you have the sorting system built already, you maybe need 3,000 or 4,000 coins in order to build all the ram drills, all the pipe, all the conveyor, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to do that. The one thing to note about ram drills, they don't actually use the dirt underneath them. So you can set dirt like this on their bottom side and they'll still produce because there's something there for them to produce with, I believe. With that being said, nothing's actually gone through yet, which is kind of odd. Normally stuff does. So we'll maybe throw a couple more scoops. But this is all you have to do is click on it and put scoops of dirt right here on the bottom. And it will basically interpret that as if it was sitting on top of dirt on the ground, right? Here. I want to get this up inside of this piece a little bit. And I am grabbing lower level dirt. I don't know if that actually makes a difference for this or not as far as what they yield and whatnot, but we're using low level dirt, so we should get, if there is a modifier for that, we should get the max because this is right above bedrock. So yeah. That one's pretty good. We can maybe add another piece right there. Okay, cool. Those should work. I mean, we should be getting resources through here is what should be happening. So I just don't see any resources coming out, which is odd. That is odd. Let me try this. We're going to reset the system real fast. Okay, restart that real quick. Because normally what happens is every time those things hammer, it shoots something out. So let me try this. Let me just save and reload the game. I think it maybe just like got overwhelmed or something. I don't know. We'll hit continue. Come back in. Or maybe there's not enough room because of the terrain right here. That could be. Let me try chiseling that a little bit with the pickaxe. So not there, but like, if we clear this out a little bit. I'm just not 100% sure why there's no dirt coming out, because normally these work, you know. Let's try flipping the switches on them real quick. See, maybe they're just like glitched out or something. It's kind of what it seems like. Because they're running, like you can tell that they're running. But they're not actually harvesting anything. And I've been able to do this before, like in my other game. You can have them floating, you just gotta put dirt on top. And that's about it. But this does not appear to be working for some reason. They obviously have water because they're they're doing their animation as if they're digging, but they're not actually digging, which is weird. Okay. Well, I'm not 100% sure what to do about that. Turn that end off. Turn it back on. Come on. Like, produce something for me, please. Like, that's how it's supposed to work. We'll just shovel some dirt off of them and redo it real quick, so. Put one there. And, well, that kind of wasted a little bit. It's fine. Normally that is enough. Like, as long as you cover the entire top, normally that's enough. So it typically takes 2 shovels. There we go. So one of them gathered something. Okay, that sounds a little bit better. Now it seems like they're actually producing. So the 2, the ends are going. The middle ones I think are going too. Here, let's go topside and take a look. If one of them's not going, we'll play with the dirt a little bit more, but this is basically what they do. They'll mine the little dirt underneath them, and they'll make dirt balls that go down. If you put them through the crusher, you get more resources out of stuff. These ones don't seem to be running for some reason. I think the middle 2 don't have the right amount of dirt, is what the issue is, so we will try to fix those. One and 2. Try that. And I'm wondering if it's maybe because, so like, see how these have some dirt, like, stuck up there? That's what I'm trying to dig right now. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's try that. And see if that's working. So the middle ones still aren't producing. So maybe they need just a little bit more dirt on them. Try that. Because they should all make the same amount of dirt for each ram drill. So like each ram drill should run at exactly the same rate. Turn those off for a second. Reset it. Why won't these 2 work? What the heck? That's really weird. Honestly, that is really weird. Because I know I set them up right. Like, look, they have basically the same amount of dirt as the other one. try that. So sometimes when you're setting up this automation stuff, like getting them all to produce initially can take a little bit of finagling, but this is basically what you do. It costs about 12,000, and this will produce, maybe, I would say like maybe 10,000, 5 to 10,000 coins every like 15-ish minutes, 10-15 minutes, something like that, because you do get a fair amount of gold. But look at all this iron that we have here. I do want to get a magnet staff, so we'll use some of this stuff to make one, but we've got our gems, so we can take these over to the compactor. We'll just show how this works just in case I didn't last time. I think I did, but I honestly don't remember, so we'll just drop the gems. So come on, drop the gems. Fine, we'll do it that way. That works too. It doesn't necessarily matter, like you can do it that way. It's just... Oh, I gotta restart all the water. That's what I need to do. So we stop that one. Start it. Start it. Lever. Perfect. Stop it again. And there we go. We got decent sized ruby, decent sized sapphire, and a medium sized emerald. But this is our automation, so we no longer have to use the pan. So I did actually take the T part out and just put a straight piece back in. So this is kind of the basic, like this is your first setup when you're going to automate, would be like with 4 ram drills is what I'd suggest. You can do it with just 1 ram drill and 1 harvester, that's fine too. It's just 1 ram drill will take a lot longer to produce resources than 4, so bear that in mind. The more ram drills you have, the faster you'll generate gold and iron. But anyway, so now that we've got this set up, we basically just have to let this run for a while. It'll generate us a bunch of resources, we'll smelt them up, and then we'll kind of anvil it up. So this is tier 3 automation as far as I'm concerned. So tier 1 automation is having the bucket fill up automatically, tier 2 is having the sorting automated, and tier 3 is actually doing the like turning the dirt and the gathering of dirt automated. So there we go, we've got T3 automation. We'll cover tier 4 automation at some point. It'll probably be a couple episodes because we need to generate a little bit more cash for stuff. So no worries on that. We'll cover that. But there are basically 3, there's basically 4, maybe 5 different tiers of automation in this game, and that's about it. As it stands right now, it is still pretty early access, so they add new stuff all the time. So that might change in the future, but these are flowers, I think, so we just have to plant them somewhere. So oh, we need to fix that filter too. What? Oh, there we go. Okay, sure. We'll plant it right there. We'll repair this filter. We'll turn off the water at the source. And you turn the water off at the source because if you don't, it'll still damage your filters even though it's not passing through anything. So bear that in mind. It'll also eat up your shards. So yeah, you do want to turn off your water when you're not running your machines. That's why it's good to have these valves at strategic locations. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the episode today, be sure to like, comment, subscribe as always. And until next time, this has been Lone Debater 7, and we will see ya.